Rats and Moss, NBC News Radio. Keep your home safe with HomeScan inspections. Our licensed and accredited professionals know exactly what to look for in order to prevent safety hazards and costly defects that may be found in your home. Ask about our free roof and termite inspections to ensure all areas are covered. Visit homescaninspector.com or send a text to 770-855-5678. HomeScan Inspections, where knowing matters.
Wishbone Fried Chicken is back in a brand new location, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newnan. Same great taste, the best chicken around. Fish dinners, open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken, right next door to their former location, bringing you the best chicken around. So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A, here in Newnan.
Hey there, folks. Looking for the top expert in medical further than CP Financial. Meet Charmaine, your trusted agent. Charmaine works with multiple companies, ensuring you get the options tailored just for you. Why settle for less when you can have the best? 706-525-5931 and speak to Charmaine, CP Financial top local sales agent.
Hey, sports fans. Weekdays, 3 p.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Eastern. Drive time on WQEE.
Good morning.
This country is a Southern sports talk show. Mac McGee and the Armchair Quarterbacks. That's Braves country. Mac McGee and the Armchair Quarterbacks. Weekdays, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. right here on WQEE 99.1 FM.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rod Peterson here, host of The Rod Peterson Show, inviting you to join us daily for 2 hours of Atlanta's funnest sports talk right here on WQEE. I say fun because it is. You've never heard a show like it because we make the listeners a part of the show. Every day between noon and 2 p.m. Eastern, you'll hear plenty of the best sports talk, including the latest on the Falcons, the Braves, and more. And who knows, you might even hear you. That's The Rod Peterson Show, daily at noon, right here on WQEE 99.
With SRN News, I'm Tasha Stevens. The Republican presidential ticket officially nominated.
The Lieutenant Governor of Ohio presenting his state's junior U.S. Senator, J.D. Vance.
Good morning.
A man who loves America and will represent our people with moral courage.
Vance swept to national in his hillbilly elegy memoir and opposed Donald Trump in 2016, but changed his position and was rewarded with a Trump endorsement when he ran for Senate in 2022. Now he and Trump had their party's ticket. I'm Jackie Quinn.
Also at SRNnews.com, night one of the Republican National Convention featured the president of the Teamsters Union. White House correspondent Greg Cluxton reports.
Sean O'Brien told the crowd he was honored to be the first Teamster in the union's 121-year history to address the Republican National Convention.
Today, the Teamsters are here to say we are not beholden to anyone or any party.
He said he was here on behalf of working-class Americans. O'Brien did not endorse Donald Trump, and the Teamsters may not formally back any candidate in what would be a blow to Joe Biden, who enjoys union support.
Good morning.
Cluxton, Milwaukee.
To the wonderful folks. Kurt, what's up?
How he could turn down the heat in political discourse, and once again, he blamed Trump. In an interview with NBC News,
Jesus Christ, people are so uneducated.
Contribute to toning down.
What's up, Martin? How you doing, brother?
He's not engaged in that language, but in a call to donors days before these.
Yeah, I heard about that, but I'm not a big fan of Elon Musk and his triple X.
About 45 million.
Honey.
Former President Trump. This is SRN News. Christians are having a tough time of it in Turkey.
Hello. Aloha. How you doing this morning? Or this evening or afternoon, whatever. Just aloha. Must be from Hawaii. Early morning out there. Kurt, what's up? I think that's German for good morning. Oh, what you said first. Okay.
Minister and his Liberal coalition government have suffered a defeat in Parliament, where a slim majority rejected legislation that would have watered down one of the country's pro-life laws. supported a measure that would have lifted the current punishment for people aiding women in abortion. It was a key element in his program.
Pat said he's going to smoke.
Conservative government.
Time for smoke. You'll get along with some of our listeners in here, especially ones off the Navajo Nation named Sweetleaf. You're in the right place. You're in the penitentiary.
There's been a policy change with Delta.
Delta Airlines is changing its employee uniform policy following the social media users outrage.
I'm doing good, man. Just got a new job. I've moved to Kentucky last month. We just finally settled in. Awesome to hear. Congratulations on the new job.
To ban its employees from wearing pins representing any country or nationality besides the U.S. The new rule has taken effect. Both the attendants captured at the post.
Happy for you, brother.
Delta's previous policy, giving employees more flexibility with uniform accessories. John Scott reports.
The utility document shows that
Woo, Martin's like, I'm going to show you. I know some German too. If that's what that is, I don't know.
The type of hurricane that knocked out power.
Is there any medical advice for illusion? Yeah, go see a therapist.
This show and program are not the views and opinions of this station.
Pat, we're so happy for you, brother.
His clientele.
No, not Pat. Pat's different. Pat, I'm sorry to hear about that, brother. We'll pray for you, my friend. What's up, everybody? We're going to get into it. Period number 1. 3 periods of nonstop play, entertainment, sports, news, and more. Let's go ahead and kick it off. It's RyanORadio Penitentiary. I'm your host of the most, Ryan Neal, and 50,000 plus of you worldwide on the Shoutcast Shout It Out Loud, the RyanORadio media page, Earth Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, and the Navajo Nation. We're across the British Columbia Isles of Canada, 78,000, I should say, on the Shoutcast, and the 99.1 FM WQEE, home of Southern sports, inspirational talk, and more. We're going to wake you up in style with news, weather, traffic. Well, we'll get the news out to you, a little weather forecast in the details. But first, we're going to get you ready for a full morning. We got Shane B coming up in the final period and Richard Holdridge this morning. We're kicking it all off with you on this TGI Twisted Tuesday. And to my haters, well, Triple H has got one thing to say to you. Tell them, Triple H. I am the man around here. Good morning, Martin, up in Washington State with us, my brother. Hope you're doing good this morning. We're also got Pat. God bless Pat. We're going to pray for Pat to have the opportunity for someone to contact this man who's a fantastic individual who needs you, God, to help him get back on his feet in that perfect position that he deserves. In Jesus' name, amen. We're going to go over and say good morning to Paul Hanna, 808. He says he's doing good. He moved to Kentucky and they're getting settled in. A little expensive to live in Hawaii. I know people from Hawaii. There you go. Also, I think we got to say good morning to Kirk. Good morning, Kirk, who picked at me last week. There you go. Thanks, Ryan. It's going to be a gummy day. There you go. Oh, you can get one of those gummy days. Okay. Sweet Leaf, he wants some of your gummies. Sweet Leaf says, I don't have gummies, but Sue says, I do. I don't know what you guys eating gummy worms and what it is? You know, I'm out of the loop on this. I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's listener takeover at the beginning of the show. We talk to our listeners for a few minutes on the radio dial. We get their information off of YouTube or whatever site they are subscribed to talk to us, whatever they're writing into us on the Spreaker, on the Earth Rock Radio, wherever they are at. Good morning. Going to Alice up there in Canada and Dave and Michael on with us. Robert in Australia. Good morning to these wonderful folks. Kiko in Japan, konnichiwa. nighttime there. It's afternoon in Australia, and it's afternoon with where Diana's at in South Wales. Hello to all those wonderful people. Amen. Thank you there. I got lots of gummies, says Martin. Love you guys. I love you guys. I do. Good morning, everybody. 72 and clear in the Atlanta market. We hit near 90 today and low near 71. That's your time and temperature, brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Michael the Crew can exterminate and lay the smack down for you. 34 Jefferson Street in Noonan. Randy's on with us. Good morning to you, brother. He wants to drop in our daily verse. The one who has clean hands and a pure heart, who does not trust in an idol or swear by false gods, they will receive blessings from the Lord. Psalms 24, 3-5. I love that one. That's going to be our daily devotion this morning, brought to you by Noonan City Church, 17 First Avenue in the Metro Atlanta area of Noonan. Church services every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. inside, 9 a.m. and 10:30 outside. 10:30 services can be inside as well. And Hip Cool Kids at 6:30 p.m. transforming lives for Jesus' sake. There you go. Thank you for dropping it in there, Randy. Good morning to you, brother. And we appreciate it. This morning on the show, we're going to have in the final period, as always, Shane B and I are going to talk movies. What not? Despicable Me 4 taking the week 2 out. One of the largest sums going in their back pocket for a animated series in a long time. We'll talk about that. Plus, we'll get what's hot and what's not on Roku, Hulu, and Netflix with the one and only Shane B. We'll talk all of that in the final period. A little bit, that's around 9:08 Eastern Standard Time, and also around 30 minutes past the hour in the second period, we go inside the Friday Night Lights Scoreboard as it is lighting up over there in the corner. We're going to talk with Richard Holdridge. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the Euro sports, as well as we're going to get into Major League Baseball's very own All-Star game. And then somebody's sang the national anthem last night. Somebody had a terrible voice. This is what happens when AI puts out all kind of records now in songs. We'll talk about that. Plus, we'll get a little bit more sports and an NFL star arrested. We'll tell you what happened with him and everything. Not just arrested, but taken off a flight. We'll tell you what happened with him. Also, we will have more news you can use. What's Romeo? Romeo, where thou art. Romeo is with us this morning. Good morning on the YouTube page. YouTube, like, subscribe, and share. And we're going to thank we want to thank In a Pinch yesterday. He shared his support for the show by going to my PayPal. We got a PayPal and a Cash App you can help out. Cash App, $RyanShelander, RyanShelander. Or you can go to paypal.me/RyanShelander. No problem, brother. If you missed it, as long as you're here today, that is cool. We appreciate you being with us when you can, and I appreciate everybody saying I start their mornings off pretty right. If it's morning to them, evenings and afternoons. Which comic book hero is the next to hit the silver screen, the big screen? We got a bunch of them, but who is it? Plastic Man getting 25% of the votes. Lobo, 0%. Hulk, 0%. Martian the Manhunter is hitting at 75% of those votes. So there you go. Romeo, I got your video, by the way, brother. But your picture, those were awesome, by the way, my friend. Saluting our soldier, Romeo. If anyone wants to know, I was an Army soldier when I was 17. Now I'm 30. I was in the Army for 6 years. When I was 22 in the Army, I got shot in the shoulder and recovered. Woohoo! Those were some cool guns, brother. So there you go. Respect. Is this what this show is all about? Respect for everyone. Not just respect for, this person over here I like and that person I don't like. You got the wrong guy. I try to like everybody. Except for there's one person in this world I don't like. I got one person I don't like. You guys have to pray for me. And it's nobody any of you guys know. It's nobody has. You guys probably never even heard of this person. Don't know why they get me, but nobody you would even know. They're not even on any of our levels. They're not on the level of broadcasting. They're not on the level of musicians. They're not on the level of any of my people that listen. They're not even good enough to be on the level of being a troll, but they get on the nerves. Guys have to pray for me on that one. Thank you for your service, Romeo. Yes, for sure. Should I put it? You can put it in there, brother. Go for it. We're all good about verses and everything. You know me, I'm a follower. All right, guys, let's jump into some of the headline news right quick for you to kick off this first part. 22 minutes past the hour. We're still holding at 72 degrees. President Donald Trump, former President Donald Trump attended the Republican National Convention on Monday night in his first appearance since surviving the assassination attempt / I call it murder attempt too as well over the weekend. Now he came out to Lee Greenwood's God Bless America. I'm not going to get into details of what he looked like and all that kind of stuff. You know, of course he's got a bandage on his ear. I mean, you know, not going to get into that, but his crowd cheered for him. We're happy for his crowd. Whether you agree with him or not, you should be happy. I'm happy for you guys that he is all right and everything. All right, let's take a look at this going on. He chose J.D. Vance as his vice president nominee. Of course, he stood there with his two sons, Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump. I'm surprised Donald Trump Jr. hadn't had anything to say. Eric's usually kind of laid back, but Junior's the one that we all have to like say, you need to keep your mouth shut. That's for you guys out there. So I just want everything. So glad that everybody was kind of back to normal, and we're getting back to normal. And there was no really negativity coming out. I think that the candidates say, all right, we're done with all this, running our mouths. We're just going to get down to the issues, which I think is fantastic for all of them. Good morning, Pete. How you doing this morning? And he says to the Navajo Nation, everyone else. Sweetleaf says, good morning, going out to you as well. Some other headlines you can read for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. A Kenya man arrested in the midst of killing 42 women, including his wife. I want to get more into that story. That's what the heck? Justice Department authorized an appeal for judge to dismiss Trump's classification document case. On the second day in the Senator Mendoza trial, they asked the judge about the guilty verdict. Winston, the world's oldest silverback gorilla, dies at age 52 in the San Diego Zoo. He was euthanized on Saturday following years of declining health. Wow. I don't listen to all the make-believe people. He also got sued, Kevin, and lost his. Made all those people that work for him lose their jobs over saying that a shooting was fake. So I don't know if I want to listen to Alex Jones too much. Kevin says Alex Jones said there will be anarchy in the coming months, says there will be a staged race war. Probably not. There will not be. Too many people are smart out there. Martin says, good morning to the nomination. I'm going to bring you guys together. It's going to be somebody like me that tells you the truth, as long as you get away from all that mainstream media stuff. And I watched a little bit of this stuff, and the former president was very eloquent last night. So he's like, look, he's done with that too. But I'm not putting you down, Kevin. I love you, brother. I'm just saying I don't believe Alex Jones, because I'm telling you got to take that blue pill, because that blue pill is going to turn you into a red pill. That's going to also turn you. Oh, I lost everything. I mean, all these poor people that work for me lost their jobs, including that poor guy that was on the air with him. That I actually like that other guy that was on the air with him. He can't ever get a job again. So, yes, laugh out loud. No, they're not smart. They may be book smart, but they're not. They have laws making it legal to date teens in some states. Ain't that smart? It's not legal, in some states, but not in Georgia. There may be a law that says it, but that daddy's gonna sit there and go, Get away from my teenage daughter, boy. We make our own laws here. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding to law enforcement out there listening. You know we don't. No. But it's too smart. Nobody's going to fight. I think a lot of people, the mainstream media is finally learning that they're going to have to pull back on this. If you disagree politically with somebody, it can be just that way. After what happened on the weekend, I'm hoping this shows people, not to do that. Because I'm going to tell you, my people that supported him on the weekend, did none of them get violent. Or my normal people like Martin and Cher and stuff like that support Trump, they were not getting violent. So let me tell you something. That's the majority of our world, our state. In those states, the daddy probably dated not in Georgia, maybe in Mississippi. In those states, the daddy probably dated a young person to have a daughter. Back in 1885, yeah, or 1948, yeah, in most states. But we're against pedophilers here. Romeo's a rich man. BMW. Oh, brother, really? Nah, he's just, I know, he was a hard working man. He was in the military, Romeo was. Oh, you got over 46.7K. Send me some of that, Romeo. I'm just kidding. Martin says, Alex Jones, thumbs up. In Kentucky, my coworker is 65. Kid's mother is 47. You said it, Kentucky. Kentucky and Mississippi. not Georgia and Tennessee. So. Or Florida. South Carolina either. Kevin's making me laugh this morning. Oh, sorry, guys. Check out all those news stories there. If you want to laugh, come to our WQEE YouTube page. We got Kevin on this morning. He's tripping me out. He's right, though, about some of it, but it's Kentucky. You said Kentucky, so. It's in the mountains. They can't find any. We need Chris Hansen to come get some of these people. Sitting right down there. Sit down right there. Okay, I want to talk to you. I got the chat log right here. Okay, I got the chat log right here. Why did you say that you wanted her to be the mother of your children? Thank you. I appreciate that clever name. He said, clever name says, you got a face for radio. Thank you. I appreciate that. Clever name don't think we're good looking. So what? Martin and I know we are. So is Romeo. We all know we are. That guy in Kentucky is getting it. Oh. Sit right out there. Why do you want her to be she's a little too young to be the mother of your child. There'll never be a war. Kevin's like, they said the race war will start in Kentucky. Don't let the conspiracy theory media lie to you and get you thinking that there's going to be some kind of war and they're coming after you, because they're not, because most people are not like that. Just like most of these people say, oh, so-and-so's hateful and racist. No, it's not. It's not true. It's just not true. Don't let them get you, Kevin. They're not, you got a few little idiots who are going to say things, but they can barely walk if those people are going to argue or fight. Everybody else is like, I ain't got time for this. I got bills to pay. Everybody out here is like, man, the inflation is way too much. I got too much stuff to do. Do you think Dylan Roof would do what he did? Dylan Roof. Who's that? Guys, I got coffee with sugar so I can stay awake. Don't crash my BMW, says Romeo. Thank you. We're going to take a break, guys. Back in a moment. I don't know who Dylan Roof is. I know who Thomas Crooks was, the guy that didn't make it off the rooftop over the weekend, but I don't know who Dylan Roof is. Ladies and gentlemen, you driving through Atlanta today? Ooh, Romeo. Yeah, good morning. Maybe you can drive through and say hello. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have more news for you. As we're getting into sports and movie reviews this morning, the weather's beautiful here, brother. We'll take a look at the weather forecast coming up next. Which comic book hero is the next to hit the big silver screen? Martian the Manhunter, 33%. Hulk, 22%. Lobo, 11%. Or Plastic Man at 33%. It's beautiful sunny skies right now, 72 degrees and clear. High near 90, low near 72. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. Back in a moment. Beautiful day, Romeo. Dylan Roof killed. Oh, okay. Now, all right. I remember what you're saying, Kevin. That idiot. That moron. See, I forgot all about that idiot. Is a comic book hero called Plastic Man. Oh, you're talking about that idiot. Yeah, okay. See, his name was so not important to me, Kevin, that when he was killed, he got what he deserved. Did somebody kill him? They should have. They did that to that poor church. The devil always attacks, Kevin. Satan always attacks. Oh, yeah. That's the story that we got, that they took him to the Burger King. All right, this is going to be our last meal, punk. Get you a Whopper meal. Get the kids meal so you can have that toy to play with. So when we put you in jail, some big guy comes up to you and goes, I'm going to stuff that toy somewhere. You see, Kevin, they went and got him a kid's meal at Burger King, and they took it so they could put him in there and they could shove it up his skinhead. You know what? Somebody in jail said, "Hey, boy, come over here. I see you got one of them toys. We're gonna play Kramer with you and shove it up there." Yeah, if he's still alive, he's getting bent over, Kevin. Don't worry, brother. I know that's mean, but he shouldn't have did what he did. Amen, Romeo. God is love. God is love. The devil always wants to attack and do things to make people hate, and then he uses the media and all the convicted media people, and he even uses people who claim to be Christians on the media to try to divide people. But you're right, Kevin. That was now I don't know what piece of garbage you were talking about. But he's somebody's you know what up in jail, Kevin. Bend over. No, Mr. B. He's somebody's little girlfriend right now. If he's still alive. That's mean, right? I know. But, my brothers and sisters that get abused because of evil people like that, I need to let them know the truth, that pieces of things like that get taken care of. I'm gonna get a Whopper. I know, right? Well, the data in 25% of woo men are on mental health drugs. This means 75% of woo men Women. Are you saying women? Okay. Women are still out there untreated. 25% of women are on mental health drugs. 7 are untreated. Woo! Wow. You see, Kevin, we're all about getting rid of garbage like that. We're making fun of it. I'm at Burger King to get a Whopper. You're talking about Burger King? Oh no, really? Yeah, you can get a Whopper in the mornings at some of the Burger Kings. I know. I remember one time I was offered that when I was working early in the morning, going somewhere, and when I was in Vegas. I thought it was just Vegas. Get on the highway. Get on the highway. Oh, there you go. Welcome back in, RyanORadio Penitentiary inmates. You're in lockdown with yours truly. Coming up here, about 38 minutes past the hour, 72 degrees out there, clear skies. Coming up, we got a lot more to talk about, some sports as well to get to. We're going inside the Friday Night Lights Scoreboard. We're going to talk about a couple of news stories that need to be known. Now I remember that guy you were talking about, the idiot that shot up the church in North Carolina full of African-American churchgoers. And, yeah, they took him to Burger King. Yeah, he went to Burger King. He got his last meal there. And they let him get a kid's meal so that he have a toy to play with, or somebody else have a toy to play with. He became somebody's toy, that Dylan Roof did. All right. Randy says, 1 John, everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. Amen, brother. Well, we got a couple of comic book heroes that nobody has heard of all that too much. But if you're a hardcore comic book reader, you know these guys. Which comic book hero is the next to hit the silver screen? I mean, if they can do the Blue Beetle or whatever his name was, they can do one of these. Martian the Manhunter, 30%. Hulk, 20%. Lobo, 10%. Or Plastic Man, 40%. There you go. We welcome you back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. A Kenyan man was arrested on Monday and confessed to killing at least 42. It was like a serial killer. Women, including his own wife, over 2 years ago. His name is Collins. His first name's Collins, 33, has been allegedly killed his latest victim up to 4 days before he was arrested on Monday in a murder spree that reached all the way back to 2022. What's up, Ben? Good morning to you, brother. How you doing? Good morning, Captain Hot Buns. What's up, my brothers? Hope both of you guys are doing fantastic today. We are dealing with a serial killer, said a psychopath serial killer who has no respect, said the director of investigations in the African country. So far, 9 bodies. And I'm not going to get into the details of how bad they were. But this Collins guy did this since 2022, and 42 female bodies, including his wife. And about 4 days before he got arrested. Check out the full story on the WQEE page. Also, ladies and gentlemen, what's up, brother? Also, ladies and gentlemen, let's see. A 34-year-old man in Britain was charged with 2 counts of murder on Monday as they identified the victim's remains that were found last week in a suitcase on a bridge in Britain. And of course, this guy, his name was Justine Masquero. Whoa, what a name. What a name. Huh. Got arrested for putting body in a suitcase. The guy's trying to play like he's the mob. You can't be the mob. I'm telling you, don't play the mob. Holy blank, 40 kills. Yes, that's what that guy did since 2022. Ugh. He hates chicken bones. Okay, I don't know what that means. Not hip enough to know what you mean. Anyway, some other headline news for you this morning. Authorities in Birmingham, Alabama on Sunday night were hunting for a suspect, still hunting for a suspect, not in one but two shootings that killed a number of people, seven people, and wounded about 10 others after a party. Authorities said that at least there was a party and also a venue, a club, nightclub, where the suspect opened fire on. When you can't get in a club, you start shooting at things. Ugh. So we'll keep you abreast of what's going on with that. They're still searching for a suspect. Martin says, he responds, there is a pig farmer in BC that feeds 40 or 50 of his victims to his pigs. I heard about that. Wow. No, I don't know. I'm not cool enough to know what you mean. I'm not hip enough to know what you mean. I don't get into all that stuff there. Jesus don't like cursing. You got that right. Also, in speaking of this, guess who's going to make his way to Australia for you? Oh, you're excited. Australian listeners, listen up. The Australian government announced that British King Charles III is making their planned visit in October to a trip to Australia and also the Sudan. Yo, what's up, brother? How you doing? I don't know what all that is. Nick Carr some racist hick or something? I don't know. A white cowboy. Is that what that stands for? I don't know what that means. Bruno, what's up, brother? I hate to cuss in the army. I had to cuss in the army and got in trouble. Oh, yeah, you don't like that, brother. Bruno, what's up? Yo, what's up? I don't know what all that means. Win. Okay, win cowboy. All right. Oh, that'll be fine. Nick Kern is a win cowboy. What is Nick Carr? Who's Nick Carr? If it's not somebody that I know, I've never heard of them. They're not popular. It's not Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie. I don't know who they are. No, I'm just kidding. I still don't know who Nick Carr is. Is that like a singer or something? All good, brothers. Just heading to lunch, says Bruno. No, you are. It's early where you're heading to lunch. 15 minutes away from the top of the hour. Mike Hall. Oh, durr. Okay, I get it now. You're responding to the comic book. See how I didn't know any of these people? That's why I put it in there. If it's not Batman or Superman, I don't know him very well. Shane's going to jump on me when he gets on me later on. Like, you don't know who Lobo is? You don't know who Plastic Man is? Sorry about that, bro. Sorry. Yorkers, New York, what's up? Mustafa, how you doing, brother? I'm glad you up and I appreciate you listening. Dale, it is good. I'm better than anything else. Know your role. You want me to go here and lie to you? Be like Snoozemax or the Communist News Network? Yes, I call both sides out. We don't get into all that. I thought it'd be good. I am good. That must be somebody pretending to be Dale. That's the enemy that I told you with guys back. I don't like. The unknown. Nobody. Never heard of any of them. We're old, Bruno. That's why, brother. And also the comic book people are hipper than we are, honestly. Just like the Star Trek people are hipper. Everybody thought they were not, but no, they are. You know, we go, I know who Axl Rose is. They're like, who cares? I know who William Shatner played so-and-so, and he played so-and-so on Star Trek, and then in the third generation movie, they brought in this guy to play so-and-so. I'm like, who's that? You're not hip enough to know. So they're cool. They get that. Now, which one is he? Which one are they? Tell me which one they are, because I'm not into the knowing the everybody's name behind closed door. We got us a comic book intelligent person in here giving me some names, messing with us. TJ Hooker's who you know him as. Our comic book hero me like, wait a minute, what? You're not hip enough. Brother, we are not hip. I told you I wasn't, brother. Told you I wouldn't. And the reason they're bringing this up is which comic book, but this is the Penitentiary. You got that right, Martin. Which comic book hero is the next to hit the silver screen? 18% saying Martian the Manhunter. 35% saying Hulk, which we already got Mike. I guess it's Mike Hunt is the name. Lobo is getting 6% of the votes, and Plastic Man with 41% of the votes. These are unknown comic book heroes that they're known to those who know every one of them, but to me and those that just know the main ones, you know, kind of like this. The comic book people know these people's real names, kind of like I know Misfits and Sex Pistols and Rollins Band and even further punk rock bands and Down and EHG and all that stuff. Bands that are not popular but kind of popular. And everybody else, well, we know the Rolling Stones, you know, so they know these guys. Sorry, but I'm getting educated on that this morning. But which one is it? Bolly, what's going on? Neil Armstrong. Yeah, I know who Neil Armstrong is. If you get Neil A and reverse it, it's alien. Sup, dog, says Andrew Bolanos, my lovely bride. Thank you for sending your favorite podcast for Romeo. We're going to take a break. Good morning, Toothy. How you doing? AKA Z. Oh, no. I got 2 black eyes from fighting for defending my brother. So I got, what? Young lady? It's don't act like you're from London. You act like you're from a little community known as Shaman in Alabama. Fighting. Back in a moment. We're going to take a break this hour. More still to come. We're going inside the Friday Night Lights Scoreboard. We still got movie reviews. Hey, that one about the Neil Armstrong thing. Now, I do know who that is, and I do know what the reverse there. That sounds pretty cool. China and Russia are doing what? They're exercises now. Is that what they call? They call it exercise when they're blowing things up. Who should get in a fight with? Yes, tell us. Back in a moment. Flexing. Yeah, Ball, is that what they call it? Exercising. We know what it really means, Bali, don't we? Well, don't get in any trouble at school, Z. Don't be doing all that, getting in any trouble at school. Sometimes you got to put up with these people that do things. Sometimes you got to, yeah.
Staying safe while away from home. Hi, I'm Holly Reese, founder of Warrior Defenders Women's Self-Defense. It's crucial to start preparing for your safety now as you head off to college. Learn how to protect yourself today to have a safer tomorrow at warriordefenders.com.
Wishbone Fried Chicken is back in a brand new location, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newton. Same great taste, the best chicken around. Fish dinners, open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken right next door to their former location, bringing you the best chicken around.
Thank you, Romeo. I appreciate that, brother.
Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newton.
Are you looking for a reliable dental practice that not only cares about your teeth, but is friendly to work with? How about one that offers great deals and new patient promotions? Well, your search is over. Most Valuable Smiles in downtown Eatonton, Georgia is committed to giving you the biggest and brightest smile. Right now, get a $99 new patient special, including x-rays and exam. May with Most Valuable Smiles in downtown Eatonton.
Richard Holdridge coming up next hour, and Shane B in the final hour. Andrew Polanis, thank you for asking. I know you will, too. You getting a cyber truck? Oh, Lord. Way to go, bro. Need to borrow some money from you. Welcome back into Rhino Radio Penitentiary Twisted Tuesday edition. Coming up, we got Richard Holdridge in the second half of the next period. He and I are going to talk a little bit of sports, and we're going to talk about NFL Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, stunned after being handcuffed and removed from a flight. We'll get you the home run derby, and we get ready for the All-Star game tonight. We'll talk with Richard about that. Shane and I are going to get into movies. Despicable Me made the most money in a long time for 2 weekends in a row for one of the largest profits in animation in a long time. We'll talk about those movies and what's hot, what's not, and get you ready for the remainder of the week. I'll send you $20 on PayPal. Hey, that'll work out. $20 better than nothing. You got my PayPal thing. It's $. It's paypal.me/RyanShelander. RyanShelander. There you go, Romeo. I just told you. That in for you this morning. Good morning, Curtis. How you doing? Thank you for being with us. Good morning, everyone on the air. All right, let's do this right quick. We're going to get into some other news in just a few moments next hour. There you go. Denver Broncos Hall of Famer running back Terrell Davis said he was stunned over the recent humiliation and traumatized by an incident as he was aboard the United Airlines flight over the weekend that ended with him in handcuffs and being taken into custody by FBI agents in California. Knows how to party. But then they did apologize to him afterwards. The two-time Super Bowl champion detailed the events Monday in an Instagram post, saying he is still in shock over the events that occurred Saturday aboard the United flight airline from Denver to Orange County with his wife, 2 sons, and a daughter. As we landed in Orange County, the pilot asked all the passengers to remain seated as 6 FBI and law enforcement agents boarded the plane. Davis said the FBI agents and local authorities proceeded directly to my seat and immediately placed me in handcuffs without due process or any explanation. Why do they do this to this guy? FBI released a statement saying that they responded to a report regarding an incident that occurred aboard the flight. What incident occurred aboard the flight? Davis said that the agencies determined that the flight attendant's accusations were incorrect. Now, I mean, they wanted his autograph. I mean, you go to the plane ride from hell from the WWE years ago. They paid those women off quickly and all the stuff they went through, and then nobody did anything. He said, I was and remain humiliated, embarrassed, powerless, and angry. Davis wrote a post. He said, I demanded a thorough and proper investigation into the flight attendant who blatantly lied and placed undue harm on me and my family. Those lies and the ensuing events have tarnished the reputation I've spent decades building. is clearly not the kind of travel experience we strive to provide, and we have reached out to Mr. Davis' team to apologize. We have removed the flight attendant from the duty while we closely review this matter. What was sad about this guy? Why did they do this to this guy? They could have just asked him for an autograph since Andrew Pilates. Boom, boom. I did my little drum thing for you. That's a good one. I don't know. Romeo says, I'm retired. Ooh, yes, that's right. We're glad you're coming through Atlanta. I tell you what, though, guys, could have just asked, wow, what is wrong with people? Maybe the flight attendant was jealous of him. We're never going to know what it was really about, guys. Never going to know what it was really about. And yeah, where's the rest of the story? That's right. I want to know why they said this, why they had, they had to say he had something and he did some major threats for the FBI and the authorities to come on. But then United Airlines go, we're sorry we did. We're sorry you got accused of something. Boy. Over half of those WWE superstars from back in the plane ride for hell would be in prison right now. Different days and times. You know, the FB, I can make up something to get an autograph. Oh, yeah. All right, back in a moment. Stay tuned. Like, subscribe, and share to the page. Oh, famous people need to start taking private jets. Well, a lot of them don't have the money they used to have. I know people don't believe it. Just because people get famous don't mean they're rich. Not everybody has Romeo's money. Woo, that's right. Romeo told me he was a sheriff. $15K a week? That's a lot. That's a lot for some people. No kidding. I'm coming out of retirement for money like that, Romeo. That's right. I know, right? Martin, come out of retirement for that. For your dad, it would be poor. Well, it's in London. It's a little bit different pay, Ola, there. Your money is a little bit different than ours. Price a little bit different than ours. That's pretty good. But also, you got to think, $15K a week is good for somebody who likes to eat Burger King, because that's me. I'll do it too, brother. Romeo just said he went to Burger King this morning. Open window, man. Look it up. The window won't open up, TYD. You're talking about 15K in the UK. All right. 15K. Or maybe she just misunderstood. All right. All right, let's see here. too bad. A little less. 200K. 200K. I spent 300K on my Cybertruck. I'm at 200K. Woo! I know those are weird superheroes. Look, I'm not a hardcore comic book guy. I just saw them on the internet and thought I'd use them since all the comic books that we all know, heroes, have already became movies. These are the punk rock and the death metal and the New Orleans style sludge metal bands type of comic books. Hardcore fans know who these people are. TYD, 15K, that's what I'm making a year. Well, some people can make it a week, and I have no hate on that. If they can do that, pay their bills, go on vacation, I'm not going to hate on them. I'll be like being buddy-buddy with them, Martin. I'd pass out making that much money. Yeah, brother, I wouldn't know what to do with that. Romeo's just smart. He's just one of those guys that know what to do with it. That's a lot of Dooney and Burke purses for the wife. Romeo, we're probably poor to you, bro, so no problem. Really? I need to come to work for you, Romeo. You need a driver? You need, salesperson? Martin, I said, we'll both come to work for you. You just have to pay. You got to pay us under the table. Just work under the table for him. Just work under the table for him, Martin. Then you won't mess with Social Security, bro. Annoying thing about having a rich dad, too busy, so he ignores you, rude, doesn't care about you. Well, I know you feel like that, Z, and this is the problem with men. If they don't make enough money, they ain't worth the crap. If they make way too much money, they ain't worth the crap. Men, we just ain't worth the crap worth at all. If you're conservative, man, you ain't worth the crap. If you're liberal, man, you ain't worth the crap. If you're a millionaire, you ain't worth the crap. If you're a man that's working 2 jobs, you ain't worth the crap. All of us men just get bad, But he loves you, Z. He's working hard to take care of you, sister, young lady. He does have a good backstory, John. You're right. Good morning, John. How you doing, my VP? But I know, Z, how you're feeling, but I'm just letting you know, a lot of times the gentlemen are not, the men are not respected for what to do, whether they're making a lot of money or not enough. That's for the majority of the society. If it's just two men, if it's just two guys hanging out, one's rich and one's poor, the rich man's going to buy the poor man everything, don't really care. Like, hey, let's go get drunk together. Let's watch the game together. Hitting the crack of dawn there. Ooh, sun finally coming out. Romeo, so you worked your way up, bro. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe you need to talk to him about that. Guys ready to come back?
And now they'll have to pay very high rates. Yet we have to keep in mind that the banks have to keep their balance sheets very solid. 40% of all the loans of regional banks are for these types of loans.
I bet you if you sit down and talk to him, he won't. I bet you if you're just really, really nice to him, make him a sandwich or something when he comes home.
Its management or its clientele.
Here we go. Can we please have quiet on the set? Can let's have quiet on the set. Let's go ahead and do this thing. You got that right. I came to play with 78,000 plus of you worldwide now on the Shoutcast. Thank you. Thank you. We're across the Rhino Radio media page, which takes us across iHeartRadio, Amazon Prime, and all that Spreaker. We're also across, ladies and gentlemen, we're also across the British Columbia Isles of Canada, finally across Earth, Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, and the Navajo Nation. We're across 25 real and internet radio stations there, 99.1 FM, WQEE in the Metro Atlanta area, and that's the home of inspirational talk, Southern sports, and more. You're on the YouTube page. Good morning, Matt, to you. Good morning, everybody. And we welcome you into period number 2 of Rhino Radio Penitentiary. Good morning to you. And good morning to, and happy birthday to Dixie. Not the full name, can't do that. You thought you were going to get me. Matt Toothy says she was waiting for you. All right, Martin, John, yes. Now, guys, good morning, John, as well. Which comic book hero is the next to hit the silver screen? John says, Martian, the Manhunter has a good backstory. 27% of the votes, 27 going to Hulk, 42% going to Plastic Man. I think people just like saying that. And Lobo's getting only 3% of the votes. Who could be the next one? I found these comic books on the line of ones that they said were not made into movies. So that's why I said, it would be good to be made into a movie. I'll buy it as a self movie. They might have other movies, but I'm talking about a focal story behind themselves. So, all right, guys, we welcome you into Rhino Radio Penitentiary. Period number 2. We go inside the Friday Night Lights Scoreboard here in just a few moments. 10 minutes past the hour. Currently, it is, you didn't get almost sizzled out there. 72 degrees, clear skies, high near 90 today, low near 71. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. All right. I got a bonus last year, so I got $5 million. Woo! I need to borrow a couple of million if you don't mind, Romeo, brother. Invest in the show. We'll get it somewhere bigger. That's what we do. All the listeners will love that. All right, Matt, good morning to you as well. Let's jump into this couple of things I want to talk about, news and sports-wise. The 34-year-old man in Britain has been charged with 2 counts of murder on Monday, identified his victims with the remains last weekend that were found in a suitcase near a bridge. Winston, the world's oldest silverback gorilla, dies at age 52 in the San Diego Zoo. He was euthanized over the weekend. Authorities in Birmingham, Alabama, ladies and gentlemen, are searching for a suspect after Sunday night's not 1 but 2 fatal shootings. Killed at least 7 people and wounded 10 others. Authorities are looking for a suspect who opened fire near a nightclub and a party. Also, ladies and gentlemen, what's up, BK on the air? Woo, 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 woo! I know that's right. No kidding. You should spread some of that wealth, Martin. What's up, BK on the air? Good morning to you. How you doing? One of our favorite radio show brothers, brother from another radio mother. up in North Georgia somewhere. Brother from another radio mother. See, local radio stations are now brothers and sisters from other radio mothers. You didn't know that, right? Years ago, we could actually call ourselves competition when we were the only thing in the business. But since corporate radio bought us out, we're all brothers and sisters now. But BK on the Air is one of my friends, been on the station here before. He knows everything from old radio shows to what's going on with movies today. BK on the Air. Go like his page and follow him. All right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, some other headline news. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hey, Pete, what's up? He's back. Yeah, I'm back again. Pete is back again. In other news, ladies and gentlemen, Kid Rock has donated $50K to the GoFundMe account for victims who were shot and the victim, that family that was killed at the Trump rally over the weekend. Video may have killed the radio star, but streaming is killing the Red Box DVD rental business after the company has officially decided to go out of business over the weekend. Those are stories that you need to know there. The Detroit Lions will induct legendary wide receiver Calvin Johnson into the Pride of the Lions September 30th in Detroit at the NFL North franchise announced on Monday. The 38-year-old will receive the honors at halftime when the Lions face the Seattle Seahawks at Ford Field. The game will be part of ESPN's Monday Night Football broadcast. Wow. They said, we are proud that he will be forever remembered inside Ford Field as a Detroit Lion. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's a couple of headline news that you got for you. So we can pop another sports news. We'll talk about the Major League Baseball home run derby in just a few moments. Super Bowl champion Jacob Jones dies at age 40. Rays stopped paying Warren Franco, we told you, $182 million contract after the sex trafficking charges came. Major League Baseball says they're investigating into it. They haven't suspended him yet. Vikings wide receiver Jordan Addison is arrested for suspicion of DUI. These are some of your headlines you can check out on the WQEE key page. Good morning. The Magnus joined us as well. What's up, brother? How you doing? Guys, vote on the poll as we continue to move forward. We go inside the Friday Night Lights Scoreboard. Richard Holdridge in just a few moments. 15 minutes past the hour. We are holding at 72 degrees. Beautiful sunny skies out there. Clear skies. High near 90-day, low near 72. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. With $70K a week for a whole year. Wow, that's a lot. He's working them great. Hey, he's working graveyard shifts. As long as he's doing that, I'm all for Romeo doing what he's got to do. He's going to pick up one of those nice new vehicles today that has been put out. You know, looks like a truck version of the Back to the Future DeLorean. In other news, Kate Middleton will be attending with her daughters and sister at the tennis tournament there. You make as much as Steve Harvey if you make that much. I know that's right. But he shouldn't be making that much. I should be making that much. People like me better than Steve. Oh, I'm sorry. Comedy Central has announced that the Daily Show is not going to be live all week long. They are not going to be doing shows from the RNC this week. Jon Stewart said they recorded Monday through Wednesday show. And, of course, they were going to do it live, but they've recorded shows for all week. He has stepped aside after what happened over the weekend. They did not want to go out and do jokes and everything at the expense of anyone after the incident that happened in Pennsylvania, Butler, Pennsylvania. All right, there you go. Tooth Fairy says, I do. He says, I can't work graveyard shift. I'm already working it. Oh, Lord. And that is all the headlines you got this morning. Everybody's just talking. Just talking on the phone. Guys, like, subscribe, and share. And if you got that money, help a brother out. Spread the wealth, like Martin says. Help brother out. $ RyanShelander on my Cash App, or go to my PayPal at paypal.com/ME. PayPal.me. Let's do this right. PayPal.me/RyanShelander, RyanShelander. There you go. Help a brother out. We want to thank In a Pinch for helping a brother out yesterday as well. I can't sleep coming off graveyard. I sleep all the time. Now, guys, you just don't know it. Which comic book hero is going to is the next to hit the big silver screen? Martian the Manhunter, 29%, Hulk, 32%, Lobo, 3%, and Plastic Man, 37%. I want to see Plastic Man. Plastic Man, Plastic Man. He's made of plastic and he's a man. I'd love for him to do an old school theme song, like a 60s theme song. I'd love to do a 60s theme song. Plastic Man, he's a man and he's made of plastic. He's Plastic Man. Now hey, David, good morning to you. Yes, your comment is visible now. I did graveyard shift for about 3 years when I was younger, 7P to 7A, never again. Some people are just not made to do overnights. I know I'm an early morning guy. Can't do your best work when you're falling asleep. Why are you lazy? Oh, lazy, I'm falling asleep. David, I see your comment. Now, there's a lot of comments coming in. Sorry. Oh, my show is a variety program. News, sports, entertainment. We have movie reviews on Tuesdays, some sports on Tuesdays, Twisted Tuesdays, Weird Wednesdays. We have horrifying history. We have, as well as Randy Rocket Cody bringing you true crime details from everything from Jack the Ripper to Brandon Lee. We do that on Wednesdays. True Crime Thursdays, we have true crime experts come on. Also, I meant to say on Wednesdays as well, we have travel expert Sally Toole from Histories and Mysteries. And on Fridays, we have different people. Like we got Miss Thomas coming in from Alpharetta this week talking about mental health issues. We have different people like that on. So it's a variety of programming. We just give the news out there, do it, have a good time, and all the good stuff, David. Thank you for asking. Welcome. You're an inmate now. You guys welcome the new inmate, David. David, welcome to the penitentiary. It's the RyanORadio Penitentiary, guys. Don't hurt it. Don't. It's his first day, guys. Be gentle. Because we are the RyanORadio Penitentiary, David. Get it? Be gentle. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure you do. 21 minutes past the hour once again. 72 degrees. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. All right, let's see what else we got to talk about this morning. And we're responding to all our listeners on the page as well. Make sure you drop that in. Sweetleaf says, man, welcome in, David. Yeah, fresh meat, says Bob. Sue says, laugh out loud, Bob. Tim says, oh, I was going to say that. Fresh meat in capital letters. Dave in Canada says, yes, fresh meat. Uh-oh. Calm down, guys. Don't scare him off yet. We got on different feeds people responding, ladies and gentlemen. I do want to hear something crazy. Tell them. Longlegs took the number 2 spot over the weekend, starring Nicolas Cage as like a crazy serial killer. We'll talk more about that coming up in the next period, I'm sure. And Despicable Me is 4, has took the number 1 spot again, and a lot of money in his back pocket, making it one of the most, in a very long time, highly anticipated animated series Making a lot of money. Keep going, big boy, says David. Uh-oh. I don't know if you want them to keep going. We welcome you in, brother. We appreciate you being with us. Sweet Leaf needs to be here on YouTube. You hear that, Sweet Leaf, don't you? He said, I'm just fine over here watching you guys. Big M, what's up? You can if you want to. I don't care. Big M says, can we overshare irrelevant things here? You sure can. A lot of people do. It's an open forum. We try to be like, you're in the penitentiary, you're in lockdown, so everybody's going to have different things. New Cage movie looks good, low budget and pretty good takings at the box office. Looking forward to seeing it, said Magnus. I am too. Watch a lot of the Nicolas Cage stuff. He's always seems to be the similar characters in every movie. We'll probably talk about it this morning. Maybe Shane got to watch that one. You never know. Also coming up, we're going to talk about the All-Star game coming up for you. Oh, no. And Major League Baseball's Home Run Derby kicked off with someone singing the national anthem that, sounded like she should have went and had AI produce her album. Everybody. Thank you, Big M. You seem wholesome. I'm going to keep it clean. Thank you, Big M. I appreciate it, brother. And you probably don't. You probably are too. You just like the joke. You seem pretty cool. You're welcome, brother. You're welcome. Thanks for subscribing. Yes, open-mindedness. That's what we do here. Ryan. I'm at the graveyard right now. They said they didn't accept anyone under 15, so I was 18 because you probably don't believe me. Navajo belief, if a person is lazy. Navajo belief. All right, here we go. Says Pete. Pete saying this, responding to Navajo belief, if a person is lazy, an old woman will visit that person. Sweet Leaf says they do it all the time to my cousin. He says, but you're right. Woo. What's up, McGee? Inmate McGee reporting this morning. Good. Welcome in, McGee. About time you welcome you in there. Tuesday. You said you were 18 because you're tall. You probably don't believe me. I believe you're tall. But you can't be telling nobody you're older now. Some of those stupid old men that say things. Gotta tell the truth. They won't let you into a graveyard. They let any age in a graveyard in America. They dig that hole up and they put you in it. I mean, that was mean. That was mean. Digging up bones. 5'10". That's kind of tall. Not too. All right, which comic book hero is the next to hit the big screen? Martian the Manhunter, 28%. Hulk, 30%. Lobo, 3%. Plastic Man, he's made up plastic and he's a man, 40%. Matt says, I'm short. I'm only 6'3". That's pretty short. I'm just kidding. David said, hey, you guys, get this guy's 20 likes ASAP. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. My boy Lobo, says Pete. Look, Pete's one of these, he's one of these guys, I listen to Down from New Orleans and death metal out of Europe. So I know who Lobo is. I don't know as many. Shane's going to get on to me next hour. Like, what? Why didn't you pick so-and-so? Big M says, when people ask me my favorite Marvel or DC character, they despise me saying Men in Black. Hey, Men in Black is cool. Men in Black is cool. Those dudes know what's up. Never heard of Plastic Man. Me either until I looked it up on the internet. Sorry, but I never did. But I just like that name. Plastic Man. Plastic Man. He's a man made of plastic and a man. I was looking up. Let me tell you, I'm going to be honest with all you guys. I was looking up this poll question yesterday, and I was like, I want to find a poll question about Marvel or DC Comics heroes that were never made into movies or full-length movies by themselves. And this one was on the top 10 list of people. And there was a lot of people on there. I was like, I ain't never heard of this person. This person. So I was like, I just picked 4 out of there. Laugh out loud, says Matt. Just seen that poll. They're running out of characters. Laugh out loud. I know, right? So that's what I did, guys. Sorry. Big M likes like Men in Black. Men in Black was made into a movie, so I couldn't put it on the list because we've had successful movies with that one. My family is very tall, said Toothy. Which comic book hero? That's it. Is the next to hit the silver screen. Guys like it there. Get it up to 20. Big M or David. David said to it. Get it up to 20. All right, we're going to take a break. We should have our good friend, sports analyst, Richard Holdridge join us after the break. We're going to talk about the Major League Baseball Home Run Derby. A couple of big favorites there. And the All-Star game is expected to go on tonight. God bless you. I love you, says 11 cents. 11 cents. Good morning to you as well. Back in a moment. Guys, we appreciate you being with us. Stay with us. Ooh. We got more sports. Hopefully he's coming up back in a moment. Lobo is cousin to Superman. See, you know more about it than I do, Pete. I don't know that much about it. I know Batman and Spider-Man. Incredible Hulk. I know the popular rock bands when it comes to the Marvel stuff. Same way as everybody knows who the Rolling Stones and Guns N' Roses are. I'm like, have you ever heard of Down? How about Superjoint? How about EHG? How about Children of Bodom? You guys are kind of like that with this. Anyone ever heard of Banana Man? I used to watch that as a kid. I've never heard of Banana Man. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, says Toothy. Dave, Big M, are you guys still here? David? Banana Man, laugh out loud. Banana Man, Banana Man. He sometimes gets sticky, man. He's a super villain with a daughter. All right, you're saying Lobo is a super villain with a daughter and a pet space dolphin. Who is that? Is that Lobo? Magnus said he would eat bananas and turn into a superhero. Oh, kind of like Popeye ate his spinach. Made all of us kids when we were younger. I'm going to get strong eating this spinach out of the can. Remember having Popeye on the spinach cans? For those that remember that. Well, I guess he won't be on with us today. We'll just turn on those sports. I just found my cat in a shoebox. You're still having internet connection issues today. It's your work. They're trying to keep you from being on here. A blatant ripoff of Popeye. True Toothy, it was good. Spider-Man. There's two fairy guys. So she's 15, David. I don't know how kids get in here, but I got a couple of young adults on here. So that's another reason I think it was one of you guys said we'll keep it clean. Yep. Uh-oh. Did I forget to call this person? I need to call this person. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I didn't set a particular time. Oh, the age limit for YouTube is now 13 years old. Okay. Well, I didn't know that, Matt. I'm glad you let me know. See, I didn't know anything about it. I just thought it says keep kids from coming on, and nothing against the young people to come on. I'm not trying to. I'm just saying. I thought it kept a certain age group. 14 and 5'10". Well, she'll be 15 soon. We got 14 and 15. RW is going to be turning 13 next month.
Georgia.
Oh, okay. I know what we got to do. I guess he's not calling. We still have to do it. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. What's up? What's up? A little AJ Styles music there in the background, but we got to get our Football Friday melody together. We got to do it. We're going to go down. Time for us to get into it. I guess Richard won't be with us this morning, but still, it's all good. It's all fine. Because we're still going to do blow your eardrums out there, right? For those who don't know, I got headsets on at the radio station that are listening. I just blew my eardrums out. Here we go. Oh, come over tonight. Here we go. It's Friday Night Lights. Friday night is a good night for football. So it's Saturday afternoon, Sunday evenings, Monday nights, Thursday nights, and Twisted Tuesday mornings. Usually we got Richard Holdridge in with us, but yours truly, Ryan O'Neal, will talk a little sports. David wants to know my favorite WWE superstar. Of course, it's Triple H. Of all time. The game. All right, let's jump right into it. Let's do this thing. What's going in the Euros, guys? Euros. Let's go ahead. Euros. What's up, Wessam? How you doing this morning? My brother just said Michael Jordan. Well, tell him Michael Jordan is awesome. Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so. All right. Spain scored at the breaking scoring point with 4 minutes left in the Euro 2024. They beat England 2-1, ladies and gentlemen. That's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so. Oh, the tribal chief. Are we talking about Solos? I know you're talking about Roman Reigns. Got to go with HBK, says Magnus. Sexy boy. He's not your boy toy. Well, I got some wrestling wrap up for you. We'll get it. We'll throw that in this hour. No worries. Anyway, Pete Alonso and Bobby Witt Jr. are expected to be top contenders. They were the top contenders in the 2024 Home Run Derby yesterday. The annual Slugfest was held on Monday at the Global Life Field, 8 p.m. ESPN. The 8-player field will compete for $1 million prize, and they did. And, of course, tonight the game between American League and National League begins at 8 p.m. You can check that out, but it's going to be on Fox. So there you go. There you go. Also, ladies and gentlemen, somebody sang yesterday, and everybody's talking about how she couldn't sing. I'm like, it should let AI take care of it. AI is going to take care of all our future music anyway. The rest of us are just going to sit at home and do nothing. Oh, Lord. I think I went through all this stuff. Sunbelt Baseball's back in action tomorrow night. We'll get you more details of that. What games are coming up this week on Wednesday and everything in the Sunbelt. And more CFL beginning Thursday for your CFL football fans. Wrestling. Well, looks like Drew McIntyre was asked last night to apologize for his actions. Guys, get it up to 20 likes there. Somebody asked me for it. All right, let's see if we can get this wrestling on here and get the updates for you. I know that Bo Dallas came out as Bo Dallas. I like how they're doing this thing with Bo Dallas and him being Uncle Howdy and letting us. We all know that's who it is. And I like how they're doing this split personality thing, that these were people that you kicked out of the WWE, so they're coming back for revenge and they're dressing up like, scary characters. This whole Bo Dallas / Uncle Howdy thing, to me, and they're not really making it to where, they're not making it like, okay, let's forget that Bo Dallas was Bo Dallas. Let's forget that it was the Bo Leave. Let's forget all this kind of stuff. Let's forget that it was all that. Let's forget that these guys were used. Let's forget that these guys were, heel. It's forget. Sheriff says, good morning to everyone in the Navajo Nation. Let's forget that I want The Rock to come back such a great heel. Yeah, he is a good heel. I'm like, the WWE is not making us forget who these people were. Romeo said he's about 3 hours from Atlanta. All right. I'm liking that they're not making us forget who these guys are, what they did, and what happened to them. And, that, okay, let's just pretend like Bo Dallas never had a run in the WWE as Bo Dallas. Let's just pretend like he's this Uncle Howdy character now because his brother was Bray Wyatt, and that's what he is. Boom. Desert Heat will do that to you, right? Oh, I know, right? So I'm kind of liking what they're doing. I really am. I'm kind of liking what they're doing. So Bo Dallas come out at the end of the night. He was called out by Chad Gable, and he was attacked by Gable and the Creed brothers. And he sit there laughing, doing his whole – he could do Bray Wyatt in a different way. And, Bo has this whole different look to him. And he just come out of himself, and he's sitting there laughing, and then all of a sudden his crew comes out, and everybody runs off. So the crowd is loving it. I'm loving that we're going to get to know these guys. They put these masks on, and they're joining this kind of semi-cult. Also, Bo is kind of split personality. I'm liking how they're writing this. It's not just, let's just go ahead and turn Glenn Jacobs in from being the dentist to Kane and just ignore his whole past. I like how they're not doing that. So thank you, Triple H, for actually knowing how to write a show. That's why he's my favorite wrestler, guys. Sorry. Mommy's bagging. She wants a title shot against Liv. And Dom is trying to beg her, please, please, please. And Uso is like, yeah, yeet, yeet. He wants to yeet at Mommy. Man, getting more and more, what do you call it? Soap opera? Gotta love it. Gotta love it. WWE is on point right now, as the kids would say. They're on point. They're on point. So that's all I got for you. And Drew was asked to apologize, and I guess he didn't. He's kind of continue to be that guy. What's up, been a pinch? Star player in the house. Thank you very much. Good morning to you, brother. Thank you for yesterday. Magnus at Triple H D-Generation X. Yes. And he knows how to write the show. And I'm like I said, I'm loving that he's actually doing so. But I want to know why Bo wants to go after Chad Gable. You can, Romeo. You can do that. They haven't told me that storyline why he did that, but he did it. And Chad's like, come out here and explain yourself to me. And he goes out, and then the Creed brothers attack. They're all dressed up. First one, I saw the picture up under the Wyatt family, the Wyatt Six. I thought it was an old picture of Vince McMahon and the two dummies that kissed up to him. Then I'm like, wait a minute, that's Chad Gable. You could definitely be my security, Romeo. Thank you. I need it. What's up this morning? No, Randall, I can't make more money as a butcher. I'm a radio personality. I'm in real radio. I'm not on the internet playing conspiracy nut. By God, guys, by God, like the Wyatt family's real. So there you go, wrestling fans. I just did that for you. Normally we don't talk wrestling, we talk other sports, but since it's all your fault, Richard, for not calling in. You can be my security, brother. I'm the baby security because I can only yell at people in German, says 2 feet. Z. Yes, you can. All right, guys, we appreciate you being with us. If I had a driver or a bodyguard, I would probably give them like $4K a year. I'll learn how to be a driver. $40K a year. I'll do that. As far as the poll, it says in a pinch, Gambit was my favorite X guy, and it'd be sweet if they made a movie centered around him. He wasn't even in the X-Men movie, was he? I don't think so. He was on that list. And thank you for responding in a pinch. I looked up a list of, and for those who don't know, I got this is our poll question on the poll this morning. Which comic book hero is next to hit the silver screen? Martian the Manhunter, 26%, Hulk, 28%, Lobo, 7%, and Plastic Man, he's made of plastic and he's a man, 39% of the votes. And in a pinch, bringing up another one, he was in the top 10. I looked at top 10 comic book heroes that were never made into movies or on their own never made it into movies. Maybe made an appearance somewhere else, but never. And he was on that list, the one you just named, Gambit. Mad Monk says Alfred E. Newman needs a movie. Remember Mad Magazine? I do. I remember them making it into a TV series too. I love that series. Oh no, Romeo, I need 1 million to be a bodyguard. Yeah, you're right, Martin. You're right. But Romeo, when are you going to live TM? What? They need to make Captain Planet movie. A real life one. Yeah, not the cartoon, but yeah. Newman for Prez, says Martin. There you go. Alfred E. Newman. He was great. It was funny. I remember looking at those magazines. They were a long time ago, but I remember seeing some of those. We're going to take a break. Back in a moment, ladies. We're talking about the new Nicolas Cage movie, Long Legs. Well, maybe so. We'll be talking with Shay B coming up in the next period. After the break, we got more on the way. And one more note, worthy notes. Cody Rhodes on the rocks, in-ring future. He says there's not just there's not just gas left in the tank. There's a lot more, he says, about the rock. Ladies and gentlemen, stay with us. Oh, yeah, I'll be live on tomorrow. Yes, sir. Every day during the week. Kind of reminded you of Trump, said Martin. They would cancel him nowadays. Oh, yeah. Alfred. I don't know. There's enough people that like it. I don't think that Newman get canceled. See you, Toothy. You have a great night, young lady. Get some sleep. We appreciate you being with us. The kids are in bed now, guys. Just like when you send them to bed, the kids are in bed now. Now it's time to do the adult things. I'm just kidding. Red Bricks will wait to come on there. Like, all right, it's time for me to come up with jokes. Oh, you're not going to bed. So you're going to be sneaking around the corner watching what the adults do while you're supposed to be in bed. That's how we used to do as kids. You have a great night, though, for real. I'm about to get this house all to myself in a few. That's never happens. I'm so excited. What in a bitch? What, you sending the kids off to summer camp? Sweet, sleep softly, sweet prince. That's pretty cool, TYD. I know some of you listeners are like, wow, everybody gets along in here. I know. Good morning, One Life Man. Now that's a superhero name too. That should have his own movie. One Life Man. Dun, 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 dun. That's cool. Now don't get wild in it. I know, just don't get wild now. Gonna get a little wild now. We get to take the cap off the NyQuil now. He's telling you don't get too wild in a pinch you by yourself. In a pinch, like he's going to take the top off the NyQuil and he's going to watch a little Grateful Dead. I'm just picking. Dayquil, not NyQuil. Not NyQuil, Dayquil.
Radio. Come join us every night starting at midnight on WQEE 99.1 FM. Together, we will
No Jameson on tap. I'm going to keep sitting on the toilet, says in a minute. No Jameson. Enjoy not being bothered by the kids. Going to sit on the king's throne is what he's going to do, ladies and gentlemen. That is the king's throne of the house. That's our throne. One Life. Good morning, One Life, man. Thank you for joining us this morning. Oh my goodness. Can't get into all that now. In a pinch. His nickname is coming in effective right now. No one else gets it exactly. Yes. The King's Throne. Kiss the ring. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. We're a few minutes away from the top of the hour. Shane B joins us next period. Which comic book hero is the next to hit the silver screen, ladies and gentlemen? Martian the Manhunter, 25%. Hulk, 29%. Lobo, 8%. Or Plastic Man at 38%. Plastic Man. He's the man and he's Plastic Man. He's plastic and he's a plastic man. Trying to come up with a theme song. Gail's in with us this morning. Ha, ha, ha. Gail's like, yeah, ha, ha, ha. We let you men think you're the king of the castle. With that's your throne. We tell you that. We still rule that room too. Talking about in a pinch said on the feed, he says he's going to be, we're having listener takeover to the end of the hour. In a pinch said he's going to be pretty alone for a while because the kids are going to be out of the house. So he's going to sit on his throne in the bathroom. And I'm like, that's the king's throne, right? That's our throne, all of our men throne. Everybody was agreeing. 12's laughing. One Life says he just started doing his. It's the one time. I forget what kind of mic this is. One Life Man is asking what kind of mic it is. I forget at this moment. Independent says, actually, I have my bathroom and they have the other one. So I'm blessed. Oh, so it is your kingdom. This is my bathroom and my throne. Yeah. The bad thing about it is a lot of times I still want to come into your room, into your personal bathroom and use it. Oh no, my recliner is my throne, says Martin. When you're there and somebody else comes in and you're in the kitchen and the grandkids come over, Martin, then they're sitting in your chair. You're like, wait a minute, that's my recliner. So what, granddaddy? Still take over. I'll also do that pitch says good reading time. Peace and quiet, says McGee. It's very good reading time. Also, you can see a lot on the internet there too. Yeah. YouTube is better for utilizing the crown jewel of your homes. Nowadays, used to you had to take a newspaper or a magazine. No, we're not talking about those kind of magazines. No. You have one of those kind of magazines. I'm right 100%, Martin. I know. I got grandbabies too. I know. Good morning, everybody from Daniel, and I'm listening, just busy building a bridge. What? Building a bridge, bro? Oh, my goodness. Yes, I started to say that in a pinch, but I caught myself. All right, we still got top 10 movies. What kind of plane just flew over? All right, guys. Barbie, Percy Jackson, and even Taylor Swift won big over the weekend in the Kids' Choice Awards. Congratulations. Eagles are going to extend their Las Vegas residency in January of 2025. So that's just a couple of things we talk about in the news. We'll get some more news, and we'll probably talk about those deaths with Shane B coming up in the next period. This is an old plane, very old. How cool. High steel worker. There you go. A plane with two wings, laugh out loud. Oh, a biplane is a plane with two wings. Okay. Thank you. I didn't know. I'm not old two-wing plane. I don't know anything about it. Martin and Pete knew. They're like, guys know what that is. What? Most of y'all probably know, but it was just Ryan didn't know. What, Ryan? You didn't know what? We're not talking bad about anybody this morning. Near the Noonan Airport. Okay. We do actually have one of those here. I'm not going to say that. Martin, it made me laugh. I'm like, tell us, Ryan. No, can't tell you, Sweet Leaf. Sorry. Does that plane run on a car engine? No, I don't think so. So we got top 10 movies coming up for you. Let me go ahead and tell you those right quick as we get ready to head into the next period. We've got Fly Me to the Moon, took number 5, 10 million. A Quiet Place, 11.8 million. Inside Out 2 went down to number 3 at 20.7 million. Long Legs, starring Nicolas Cage as some kind of serial killer, got 22.6 million. And Despicable Me 4, number 1 movie, second week in a row, 44.7 million, taking it into one of the highest grossing for an animated movie series in a long, long time. Blue and white, I got to check it out. The old World War planes were all biplanes. Great to see them still around. It is, Magnus, it is. Tranny plane. Tranny. Martin said it's a tranny plane. Oh, we get in trouble. We're going to get in trouble for that. Ooh, sorry about that. All right, we're going to take a break. Let's do that so that we don't stay in trouble. Back in a moment. Woo. Good morning. Hey, what's up, brother? How's it going? Well, you know, Nicolas Cage came out with a movie. Long Legs. Despicable Me made the most money in a long time for an animated series. And your favorite movie, Barbie, won at the Kids' Choice Award over the weekend, Shane.
Which one?
Barbie, the movie won. Your favorite movie, Barbie. I'm picking with you. It's all right for some people, but not us. Well, we do have a lot of people that passed away you could probably talk about.
Yeah, I got a list of that.
Woo! Red Bricks, good morning.
I ain't everything I got here, but maybe do some AMA stuff.
Okay. That'll work.
Let's see, Despicable Me 4 here is still number 1.
Yeah, it took the number 1 spot. Look, I figured it would. I kind of figured it would. I knew Nicolas Cage. A lot of people say they want to see that because it's Nicolas Cage. I think that it's. I think Long Legs or whatever that movie he's in. I think that's where it needs to be. That's where it needs to be right now. Because I mean, it's summer, man, and the kids are still out. And Inside Out is still at number 3. So Inside Out 2 is still at number 3. So the kids it's their deal. I will go to an air show. Yeah.
I didn't even hear about this movie, Long Legs. I'm like, what is that?
I know. I read about it on Friday, talked about it on my show, but it's got Nicolas Cage in it. Playing some kind of killer. So
sneak his way in this stuff.
he always does. But I want to see it. You have a good day, TYD, brother. Thank you. Yeah, Pete, I will definitely check out an air show. I'm glad we got some stuff going on. Good morning, Red. I told you when the kids went to bed, Red was going to come out of hiding. Well, I got the perfect poll question this morning. And I know that maybe some of these characters were featured in other movies. They didn't have their own movies. So I asked, which comic book hero is the next to hit the silver screen? Martian Manhunter, Hulk, Lobo, or Plastic Man?
You know, I don't understand why we don't have a
Thank you. Everybody, he's got some of my listeners say he's got a great backstory. But I bet that comes out sooner than later. 108 degrees.
I think it'll be a great movie.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, I looked these up, and it had the top 10 movies, comic book heroes that were never made into movies alone. So I picked these 4 guys out, and I said, okay, well, Plastic Man. And some people were, very few Lobo. Plastic Man is leading. I'm like, I can come up with a theme song for Plastic Man. He's Plastic Man. Plastic Man. He's a man made of plastic. I can make Plastic Man. I went and looked up the comic, and I was like, really?
They gave us Blue Beetle.
Hey, thank you. That's what I said earlier, Shane. I can remember Blue Beetle. I said something about blue something. I said he's some kind of blue something. In the pinch, you had tornadoes last night. Sorry, bro. Captain Hot Buns, it is hot out there. Yes, it is. 108 degrees. Well, no, I don't have a little hand. I got a big hand, Dreco. But I can be off the movie. If I was off the scary movie, I'd be making a lot of money. Can't come in here and troll. This is called the RyanORadio Penitentiary. These are the inmates. I got the best of the best in here. Don't come in my feed, you'll cry. I go home crying. I can't believe they're so mean in that one. Like they're called inmates. Now, if you want to be a reformed troll, Dreco, we can reform you here. A lot of shock therapy. If you have saw that in the last one, yes. Let's see here. What'd you say? Yes, FA-18 Super Hornets. What? That could be a superhero name too. Doc Brown, still trying to figure out how to get that over to you. Don't worry, I haven't forgot you, dear. Good morning to you.
Joined in on a stream I did Thursday.
Woo-wee. All right, let's see here. Got a couple more moments and then we're ready to roll. Ooh, everybody's saying hello. They're getting together. David asked you guys to get it up to 20 likes right quick. Ooh, David told you. David knew. Big M's came in. They love this attitude. Share. All right, guys, we're getting ready to do movie reviews, shows, things going on. California border with Arizona, says Captain Hot Buns where he's at. Without Pope, TYD. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. TYD, you gonna bring me some OJ? Without Pope is good for me. All right, welcome into the final period of play, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we're going to get inside the movies, and we're going to cool down. We're going to get our popcorn. We're going to get our favorite soda, our favorite candy treats, and we're going to head to the movie theaters and talk what's hot, what's not, and everything. What's on Roku, AMC, and everywhere else. Our guest, as always, every Tuesday, he is our movie review. He is our Cisco and Ebert. 2 thumbs up to good movie shows and everything. And if they're not so good, he turns into Stone Cold Steve Austin and tells them they're number one. That's right. Please welcome our guest this morning, as always, our movie reviewer, Stone Cold Shane B. Good morning, Shane. How you doing?
Good morning. Have to forgive me. I am slightly a little hungover.
You're hungover? He's hungover, everybody. Well, you know what's good for that? Another drink, they say. I'm just kidding.
Oh, it was a long stream last night. Some catch-up stuff. Dealing with, wow, there was a lot that went on this past week. A lot of celebrities we've lost.
Yeah, it's been people that I actually remember and seeing. So we'll get into that, plus our top 10 movies and everything. Before we get into that, my poll question this morning is, which comic book hero is the next to hit the silver screen? Martian Manhunter, 24% of the votes. Hulk, 28% of the votes. Lobo, 8% of the votes. Or Plastic Man, leading right now with 40% of the votes. Many others have dropped in. Out of those 4, and maybe another one, who do you think would make a good movie, ones they haven't made yet?
Gotta go with the Martian Manhunter.
Yep, exactly. I just like Plastic Man because of what his name is, but there's a good background for Martian Manhunter. He's got a good story. So I'm surprised they haven't made one yet, Shane.
Yeah, I mean, they went ahead and went through the trouble of introducing him into the DCU.
Yep.
Through the Superman movies. And so
Yep.
Let's get this man some more depth, or this character.
Exactly.
More depth. Give him more story. I don't know why they haven't done it yet. Maybe we'll get more of him in this new James Gunn, as they call it, the DCU now.
Okay. Maybe.
More of him? I don't know.
We'll see. Well, I'd like to see his backstory, the planet he came from. Most everybody probably is like him, or maybe everybody on this planet is the opposite of the way he is. Maybe he's just the way his character comes off. He's this highly intelligent being. Maybe he comes off a planet of people that have act different than him. I don't know. I'd like to see his backstory, or them write a backstory. I know there's one in the comic books, but I like for him to do that. So yeah, I agree with you on that. Okay.
Or how they're doing the things now to where, everything is so DEI.
Right.
He can mimic people, so you can make him be what you want him to be.
Exactly.
He could be a black woman. He could be a white man. He could be anything. And it seems like the perfect opportunity to have some kind of inclusivity, as they like to do now.
There you go, Shane.
Dude, why not? He's a perfect character.
There you go, Shane. You have just brought 2 things together. You have just brought the 2 worlds together and just gave it that is, you're right. But I want to see him come out as Superman, or maybe come out as one of these characters. Look, maybe he could turn into like one of these characters that's on this list that are not very popular. And, wait a minute, I know that guy. Wait a minute, I know that guy. And then put some that are popular in the DC universe or whatever. That would be cool. But I'm still waiting on DC and Marvel to come together and have that, like they did in the comic book to do comic books. I'm still waiting to see them get into it. I want to see Batman, Spider-Man, Captain America, Superman, Hulk, and everybody in the same universe, but it's never going to happen.
I don't know. I think it's going to happen eventually.
You think so?
They're going to reach the end of their rope where people are going to get the fatigue. I think people are going to get the fatigue of the superhero movies, and that might be their last Hail Mary.
Right.
Combine DC and Marvel in some format of a movie, which I think might be a Batman, maybe meeting X-Men.
Okay. So we could see, if they bring Ben Affleck back as Batman, we could see him in a movie with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Could that be possible?
I think they have to.
Yes.
If it were to be Wolverine, I think it has to be Hugh Jackman.
Mm-hmm.
He is
Wolverine. That's right. Even in the Night at the Museum movie.
And they're dumping so much more trailers and extra footage, teasers of this new Wolverine, Deadpool and Wolverine movie coming out. And they're just pretty much playing the movie itself.
Right.
On all these streaming services, YouTube especially. See now that we're going to have a Sabretooth in this new movie coming out.
Oh, really?
But of course, there's an alternate timeline.
Yeah. Okay.
Who else was in this? I think there's a shot of Jubilee somewhere in there.
Right.
But they're really exposing what they're gonna do, what's gonna be in this movie. I still stand against this movie. I mean, I want to see what happens. I do want to see it. I do want to see what they're gonna do. And now that you've introduced Sabretooth is gonna be in this, it's like, okay, let's see what y'all do here.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm just still worried about this whole the TVA involved.
Well,
I'm very curious.
I want to see, and you brought up the idea of Batman and the Avengers, and maybe the Justice League meets the Avengers, and you got Martian Manhunter, you got Batman, you got Superman, and Green Lantern, who actually at one time Ryan Reynolds played that character. So if Ryan Reynolds plays Deadpool, would Ryan Reynolds play both characters in the movie?
Now that would be.
Think about it. You tell I did a little research.
What you just said there and
Avengers.
Meeting that I don't know if they have enough money to do that.
No, not with all the actors, no. And then we have to bring back Henry to be Superman because we can't just have, we have to have.
The Avengers aren't what they used to be.
Yeah.
We got this trailer looks real enough.
Right.
They did drop the new trailer for the new Captain America movie.
I saw that.
Sam, or Falcon.
Right.
Is the new Captain America. And it's just, I have no interest in it whatsoever. It should be Bucky Barnes.
Right.
As the new Captain America.
Right.
They're gonna keep going this route.
Right.
With Sam. He was an iteration in the comics.
Right.
But Bucky had taken over the role for a while, and he was just a perfect fit because he was a super soldier.
Exactly.
And now you're giving me Falcon,
Yeah, I remember that.
It just didn't feel right. It's like this guy, he's just a man who has carbon fiber wings. I don't see him as being a symbol of America, a symbol of strength, a symbol of being able to lead a team that's so elite. I just don't see it. But he did for a little bit in the comics.
Right.
To go straight into movie status, this is the way they want to go. And I don't think it's going to be well received.
Well, we got a lot of this coming out, and like you said, it'd be a long time before this happens. Eventually, they'll have them crossovers. So I just figured, with Deadpool and Wolverine coming out and all of this, it'd be a good idea to see who would be next that nobody has heard of. So sounds pretty good. Now we're going to move on, and we'll talk about the deaths in the world of celebrity here in just a few moments. But our top 10 movies, still at number 1, Despicable Me 4, and at number 2, Long Legs. Kind of a, I guess you would say, serial killer type of movie. A FBI agent going after Nicolas Cage is playing some kind of killer or something. You and I both said we didn't hear about this. I didn't hear about this till Friday. But Long Legs come in at number 2. And have you heard anything after it come out about this movie?
I didn't hear anything about this movie. Not till, with checking on the box office and everything, and see this at number 2, and it's like, well,
what is this?
I need to check this movie out. But it still fell short of Despicable Me 4.
Come on. The kids are out in droves this summer.
He's just sneaking his way into another movie.
Nick Cage.
I don't think his, what was that, the incredible talent, the massive talent of.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It's with Pedro Pascal.
Yes.
Such a long title to that movie. It didn't put up big numbers, but it was a great movie.
It was funny. I loved it.
So this one, I'm curious about it. I'm going to have to check it out. Well, it's 22. But I'm not surprised that Despicable Me 4 is still number 1.
Me either.
Down at number 5, we got this new movie,
Fly Me to the Moon.
I didn't think much about that one because it just reminded me of the song.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. that came to mind too for me too. But I wonder if it's any good, besides the name of the movie. I saw previews for it, got some pretty decent actors.
But it was kind of a slow week. Which really is like, okay, I guess you gotta have your slow weeks. But this was definitely a slow week for good movie box office hits.
Exactly.
Or anything. I didn't find too much going on the TV sphere either. I was really confused. I'm like, what should we do today? What to talk about?
Well,
give me another AMA.
Okay.
Chat. Listeners, if you have any questions, I'm here.
All right, guys. Got any questions?
I think the thing that took over the whole week was how many people we lost.
I know, right? I know, right? Oh, man. It was everything from, Shelley Duvall to Brenda from 90210 to Dr. Woof telling you about your experiences.
I think the number
Ooh.
The day after his birthday. He was born July 12th.
Yep.
And died July 13th.
Wow.
That man made it right to 76.
Yeah. Sweating to the oldies.
I mean, he's definitely a staple and an icon.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching him in the Sweating to the Oldies video.
There you go.
And with my mom and stuff, and it's just like, wow, it's kind of sad to see him go. It happened kind of quietly, but they say it was from natural causes.
Right.
But, he's got some good credits to his name. He did 74 episodes of General Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
He was on Arrested Development, the newer series.
Mm-hmm.
And What Women Want with Mel Gibson.
Yep.
And, of course, Sweating to the Oldies.
Of course.
That was kind of sad to hear. I just always enjoyed him. He just always seemed like one of those kind of people that was just constantly happy.
Yes, he was a happy guy. Yeah, and he kicked and look, as much exercising as he did, I believe he was one tough son of a gun too. So.
Oh yeah, he's definitely strong.
Yeah.
I just really don't get that one.
Yeah. It is. Oh, wow. We had a few others as well, Shane.
Oh, Shelley Duvall.
Red Rum.
Who also
she wouldn't look.
born July 7th, died July 11th. Like pretty much right after her birthday.
Right.
I was like, what is this? She died from what they're saying is complications to diabetes.
All right.
But I think, oh man, a lot of people remember her from The Shining, playing Wendy, Jack Nichols's wife. But I'd probably find her more iconic for Popeye.
Thank you, Oliver. Yep. She was in that as well, yeah. Popeye.
And I just really loved Shelley Duvall because she always seemed to bring the right emotion to the characters that she was playing. And I always loved that about her. She was on point every time. And for some reason, I kept confusing her with Kyla Shire.
Right.
Rocky's wife.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
I got some heat for that.
Ooh, I bet you did.
That's not her.
That's not her. Yeah, I bet you did.
Whoops. I don't know why I got those two.
Well, it was a lot back in the 80s, a lot of up and coming actors and actresses that played bit parts and stuff. But I'm always going to remember her in The Shining and everything. So we also had a couple of other ones pass away. Dr. Ruth and the girl that played Brenda on 90210. But she also did other things. We talked about that yesterday. So let's get back to some of the others that's passed away. Shane?
Shannon Belcher.
Yes. Loved her on 90210. And Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, probably better known for 90210, but also one of the sisters in Charmed.
Yep.
She did some episodes of Airwolf, Magnum PI, 21 Jump Street.
Yep.
She was in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Yes.
She kind of came out of nowhere. I think she was only 53.
Yes. She was 53.
Breast cancer.
Yep.
Naked Gun, 33 and the third. It's a bad movie.
She did a lot.
She was a weird one to come into this limelight of people that, boom.
Right.
But I do remember from In Charmed.
Right.
It was definitely a show I watched. It just had an interesting premise to it.
Yep.
He's out of here. Not much of a big media person, but probably considered one of the first shock jocks, Dr. Ruth.
I loved her. She gave the advice. You got to learn how to make your husband feel good.
Now I have probably a controversial opinion about her that a lot of people argue with me about. I think Dr. Ruth was kind of a hack.
Oh no! Now everybody's gonna cry.
I mean, yeah, she's reputable for what she did. She
Right.
was a trusted source for the whole intimacy therapy thing.
Yes.
But I would listen to her and I was just like, well, I've told people this. I don't tell somebody that. It's like I never bought into her.
Right.
But nonetheless, she was an icon. She's definitely an icon.
Well, she was in a TV series one time. Sam, who on Quantum Leap, leaped into her in one of the series. I remember that. He leaped into her because he was trying to get his producer together with somebody else or something. That was his job. They always had to leap and do something. But he leaped into Dr. Ruth, and then Dr. Ruth is sitting there giving advice to Al in the chamber. That was the funniest thing I thought in the whole thing was like, I know she did a lot of appearances over the years, but that was probably her best performance, being herself.
And then the fifth one we have is James Sicking.
Yes.
He was the young son on Alf.
Yes, I remember him.
Doogie Howser's dad.
Yep.
He passed on. And he's got a lot of great credits to his role. Charlie's Angels, Star Trek 3, Hill Street Blues, probably the better role that he did. I think he did like 104 episodes or something like that. On that, and the great uncredited misdiagnosed movies. Oh man, it was coming out.
Yes, I remember. Wow.
Oh, very underappreciated.
He was.
I have to say.
He was.
That's one of those movies you just can't make today. Where a white guy is pretending to be black guy.
There you go.
Well, we kind of did it with Tropic Thunder, I guess. But
Exactly, Robert Downey Jr. Exactly. Well, I tell you, it was good. And yeah, I was sad to see that. When I saw his picture, I was like, no, not this guy. I was like, I remember him as the kid from Alf.
Yeah.
And it just makes you feel old when he's like, he died. I'm like, what? Ooh, it was a week. I mean, that was a week of actors and actresses and stars or whatever passing away. We've never had that much in a row. I don't think you and I ever talked that much in a row, that many people passing away, Shane.
That's a lot. And like to put them in this category of how do you say, these legends that have passed on.
Yes.
While at the same time we had this past, what was that, Saturday?
Saturday.
Past attempt on the life of a former president.
Yeah. Yep. The assassination.
What's going on right now?
Crazy world, brother. It's a crazy world.
Yeah, these are crazy times right now, and I don't even know what to think right now.
This is like I tell everybody. as long as we keep doing our thing and all of us spreading the reality to each other, we can keep this stuff down. It's just that there's a lot of folks out there, Shane, that don't understand different generational talk, and there's something wrong with these people. I mean, we're not passing out enough medication, or maybe everybody needs to be getting high. I don't know. Maybe everybody needs to be smoking, the Mary Jane. I don't know. But it is some crazy time.
I think a little more Mary Jane spread out, right places with calm everybody down.
There you go, brother. Because I haven't heard anybody that's ever done that get violent. They just get hungry. They want a lot of Twinkies.
You built something. I can't even count all the things I built when I was partaking.
He came up and man, check out this dude. I built this castle and yeah, dude, I see. I can see. Hey, there you go, man. It makes you more productive is what you're saying. That's it. That is definitely it. Clint Eastwood. Somebody said passes? I don't know. I ain't heard about that.
What was that?
Somebody said it was sad when Clint Eastwood passed. So, I don't know.
He was still alive.
I thought he's still alive too. Whew. Well, anyway, we're going to take a break, guys. You got any questions for Shane? Pop them into the feed here. We'll ask him when we get back from the break because we got a few more minutes left with him. Stay with us. Yes, he's still alive, says Cher. I'm going to listen to Cher. She knows her stuff. Back in a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. More Rhino Radio Penitentiaries after this. Everybody wants to share mushrooms. Okay. Everybody wants to share mushrooms, Shane. Yeah, he's still alive. I'm like, where did that come? Oh, it will be sad when he passed away. Okay, McGee, I see.
Oh.
Okay. Woo. You had me scared there for a minute. So.
It'd be a great loss.
You guys got any questions, any movie questions, TV show, anything you guys want to talk about? Let us know.
I think the world will mourn more when Morgan Freeman finally says goodbye.
Oh, I think so too. He's in every single movie that's ever been made.
Man's been the same age for 70 years. Geez.
Same age, same big voice too, man. Same big voice. When they picked him to play God in the Bruce Almighty and then the Evan Almighty movies, I was like, that's the perfect guy to play that. Perfect man to play with that deep voice. That would be the voice you hear of God is like Morgan Freeman. Hey there, Shane. What are you doing? Hear Morgan Freeman's voice. This is God. That's what you would think.
They didn't get him to play Bucky Johnston in American Gangster.
Yeah.
But I can't think of the right guy to play it. I can't think of his name right
now. Why does all TV suck now, says in a pinch. Okay, well, Shane can answer that. Everybody else is answering the same thing. Why does all TV suck now? They don't.
Basic wokeness.
You heard him, basic wokeness. There you go. There you guys go. Oh, it's cost us a local place, guys. All right, we're coming back. Got any questions? Make sure you pop them in there, and I'll read them, guys. Welcome back into Rhino Radio Penitentiary. We got a few more minutes left for you. 37 minutes past the hour. And which comic book hero is the next to hit the silver screen? Is it Hulk, 29%, Lobo, 7%, Martian Manhunter, 25%, and right now Plastic Man is leading 39%. You guys looked him up. You looked him up. Yeah, we talked a little bit about that, Pepper. We did talk about Deathpool and Wolverine earlier, and he did tell you how he thought it would go. But if he wants to answer that again, that'd be fine and everything. But Pepper's popping in. I guess she's popping in late. She says, did you guys talk about Deadpool and Wolverine? How do you think it will do?
Just having high hopes for it right now.
That's what he's
just trying to have high hopes for that movie. Dear God, I don't know how they're going to screw this up. Like I've talked about before, the TVA being introduced, how this is going to be Deadpool going into a alternate
universe.
Timeline.
Yeah, alternate timeline. Yep.
It's really going to screw up things with the whole MCU timeline.
Right.
What they seem to be doing and the way everything is connected. I find it a little weird too on that same aspect that we've had alternate versions of other characters like Professor X and Magneto and Mystique. We've had these alternate characters played by different actors, but yet one consistent factor stays the same, and that Hugh Jackman is Wolverine.
Right, yes.
It pretty much connects all the X-Men movies.
Right.
And now you're diving into Deadpool territory, which is to say how he is a middle factor of the MCU. Hasn't quite connected towards the Avengers or anything, or Spider-Man, but he's sitting over here doing his own thing for a moment, and now, they brought him into the X-Men universe that he does sit in. I'm just curious what they're going to do with this movie.
Wow. Well, somebody's trying to. Go ahead.
Other great news.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if it's great or not. I wanted to touch on this one.
Okay.
Alec Baldwin cleared of all charges.
He was, yes.
Great controversy.
Oh, it did.
In some chat.
I'm sure it did, brother.
I think he should have got charged with something. But at the same time, maybe it was the right call.
Right.
I think he should have been charged on something because he was the executive producer on this movie. He had a lot to do with the production. He was responsible for the hiring of this armorer. But at the same time, I've been arguing with people about, every actor, they should check the weapon before it's fired.
Right.
They should make sure it's clear. I was like, well, that's not the actor's job. That's the job of the armorer.
Right.
Who Alec Baldwin hired.
Okay. Makes sense.
This guy had a spotty record. It was a woman, I think.
It was a woman. Yep, it was a woman.
That armorer had a spotty record. The job went to the lowest bidder, thanks to him.
Okay.
But at the same time, why was the director in the line of fire?
Don't make sense.
Well, yeah, everything I know about this is, they were trying to get that shot where Alec Baldwin goes to hires it. It's like there's no reason for you to be there. You set up your establishing shot, you get everything in frame, and then you get out of the way.
Yep.
And say action.
Action. That's right.
Reason for you to be where you were.
Exactly. It's weird. A lot of it. It's just.
I really can't blame him for the incident, but I can blame him for having that person
Do their job wrong.
The weapon.
Right. He's in charge. He's still in charge, and he hired the wrong person to do the job. It's the same thing as going out here and hiring somebody to go out here and work on your house, and instead of hiring the right guy that can do it, you hire some guy that just woke up after a long drunk and hasn't worked in years, and then your house falls in. So it's kind of like that. So Martin asked, where did they film High Plains Drifter? Do you know?
Wyoming, I think.
Where?
I'm not sure. Wyoming, I think.
You think Wyoming? Somebody else says they think it's in Mono Lake, California. So I don't know.
Oh, it could be California.
Yeah. Woo. Also, I want to tell you, you talked about the alternate universes and the alternate Professor X's. Let me tell you my favorite Professor X, Xavier, Tracy Morgan.
Oh, Mono Lake, California.
Yeah, Mono Lake, California. So there you go.
That seems like a go-to spot when you're filming movies.
I think so.
Elongated landscapes. Oh, let's go to California. Okay.
It's good for cowboy movies. Definitely good for cowboy movies. All right, Shane. As always, tell everybody how to follow you, what's coming up next for you, and all that good stuff.
Right quick. Gladiator 2.
Cool.
That trailer is out now. Another movie I don't understand.
Uh-oh.
Why do we need a sequel to Gladiator? Watching this trailer, it looks like the same story.
Uh-oh.
Played out again.
And again.
Why do we need a Gladiator 2? And then you get the nerve to bring in Denzel Washington. I think Denzel did this because, well, I don't think you can cancel that man.
No, you can't. Sorry. No.
He's supposed to play one of these figures in a movie that's like inspirational of some kind of position of not much authority, but a slight sense of authority to our new gladiator. But I think where they lost it was Denzel does this classic laugh.
Oh, no. Really? Every movie, right?
And it just felt out of place when I saw it. And I was like, wait a minute. It just didn't fit. Like, it doesn't fit with the time period.
Right.
For him to do that laugh. But it just felt weird.
I'm ready for. No.
Kids are, I think they're beyond college age now. These kids are ready to have, thinking about remortgaging their house.
Yeah, they're already at that age where they had to get real jobs, right?
I'm just chomping at the bit to see what they're going to do with this alleged final season. It seems like they ended things in season 5, except for that Kreese, John Kreese faked his own death.
Right.
So, how is he going to come back? What capacity is he going to be doing? Is he going to be good or bad? Because they seem to be turning good. And
he's coming back for revenge.
Doing this. Really curious what they're going to do with this final season here. But July 18th on Netflix.
I'm checking it out.
62210 on YouTube. Been dabbling in live streams now.
Yes.
And a big shout out to Gil George for joining us
Awesome.
Sorry about the guy night bot. But yeah, I've been dabbling in that a little bit. The stream of the when Biden made his comment after the attempt on Trump. That one actually it's almost at 300 views now. I was like, oh, interesting. And that was kind of cool. But
that's awesome.
With that a little bit, but I did get my file to save for this Leave the World Behind, so I'm gonna go ahead and do an intro and outro for it.
Woohoo!
I almost posted it Saturday, but I got a copyright strike on it, so I gotta record one section, but that should be out soon.
Awesome.
Probably the next day or two when I put an intro and outro on it and have that re-record that section. So that'll be part one of it. It's gonna be a 5-part video as long as everything goes right.
Sounds good. Can't wait for that. Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe. Here we go. The internet's trying to come down. It's trying to come down. It's coming after us. In the poll question. The internet's trying to get you. It's coming to get you. It's coming to get you. Hello?
Please wait.
I don't know what happened. Well, it won't be getting any calls. Thank goodness it happened at the end. Now, Shane probably thought I hung up on him. If anybody hears from Shane, let him know I didn't hang up on him. The internet just went out all of a sudden. And our phone is hooked up to the internet.
Error 3002. Check your internet connection.
Yeah, we are back here. I got my internet on. Well, thank the internet for going off. Way to go, internet. Way to go. Way to go, wow, internet. What happened to you, wow? You're not wowing me at all. They didn't like it that we were all getting along on here. They hung up on Shane. So if you guys see Shane or hear from Shane, let him know that the internet went off and just rebooted for some reason. All right. Which comic book hero is the next to hit the silver screen? And it looks like Plastic Man with 37% of the votes. Hawk at 29% of the votes. Martian Manhunter, 24% of the votes. And Lobo, sorry, is 8% of the votes. Sorry, Pete. Sorry, your guy, your hero. First world problems, laugh out. It is, right? They're coming after me. I don't know why they did that. Martin, I appreciate it, brother. We got a couple more minutes left. Aloha, says Romeo. Got a couple of minutes left, and that internet's coming up over there. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, it just happened right at the end of. Now they're calling. Hello? Hello? Phone rung. My phone is working now. Ooh, they're coming to get me. Told you they were going to come get me, guys. Told you, because I didn't pick a side and I'm bringing everybody together to come get me one day. Like, this guy is trying to spread respect. We can't have respect being spread. Just got a lot of traffic, Romeo. Just this guy's spreading respect. We can't have that. Let's turn off his internet. Let's go get him. He won't be able to get on there. Oh, wait a minute. He's still on there. How did that happen? How did he get to continue to be on there when we cut everything off? Oh, these people. He continues to spread respect. He shouldn't be spreading respect. Daggum respect. The next thing you know, he's going to spread love. And he's going to have everybody getting along. We can't have that. Make money unless we put hate out on the internet. 30 minutes away from his cyber truck, says Romeo. Romeo, make it on down this way and give me a little bit of that money. Martin, the internet in the studio, I looked over there, it was all off. Knocked everything off. And then my phone is on backup. Thing. I'm like, wait a minute here. What? Thanks for asking Martin up in Washington. All right, tomorrow is Wednesday. Exactly. And you know what that means? Well, we're going to have strange, unusual news, Weird Wednesday, just different things like that. Coming up on Thursday, True Crime Thursday, Courtney Lizo from the Book of the Dead podcast joins us, another unsolved homicide across the United States. And on Friday, we got Miss Sharia Thompson joining us from, she's a mental health expert in the Atlanta market, and she'll be joining us. Yeah, I know, it kept freezing. Well, actually, if at the very end, it kept for the whole time. The internet went off, and then my backup internet popped up on my phone. Sure. They try to pull me off because I'm bringing all of you guys together with different opinions. I told you they're coming after me. The only conspiracy theory real is Ryan is spreading respect and love and caring. We got to stop that guy. He's not a conspiracy nut clickbaiter. We got to get him. We got to stop him. Yep. I'm still here. They ain't gonna stop us here. They ain't gonna stop me from spreading the love. All right. But make sure you stay tuned for tomorrow's show, the rest of the week. Coming up, last hour broadcast follows at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got at 11 a.m. is Pastor Terrell Scott of Passion Life Church. Best sports lineman business, 12 to 2. Yes, indeed. Well, actually, it's working on my end very perfectly. I don't know. Maybe your internet's getting hit now. They're going down the internet feed trying to shut us all down. We got Rod Peterson Show, 12 to 2. The Sports Beat, Richard Holdridge, 2 to 3. And 3 to 5, Braves Country Radio. And then 5 p.m., the Rick Smith Show. And then we got 6 to 8 will be Talk Football with Cole and Drew. That's coming up today. Tuesdays and Fridays at 6 to 8 p.m. Chris Palme's show at 8 p.m. And that's all for you. We're back here tomorrow morning. Yeah, it thinks that way about me, Martin. Don't like me. You mean you're trying to make people get along that disagree? Well, no, we can't have that. I got to tell you something, guys. I went on watching all the clickbaiters on the internet, the snooze maxes, the common snooze networks, the wannabe clickbaiters. Everybody was trying to get along. They were copying me. Uh-oh. My voice, man. I'm like one of those Japanese movies. Godzilla! 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 Cher says my mouth and voice are not in sync. Godzilla! Oh, it's a bit of a Godzilla! Anyway, they're trying to stop me, guys. Yeah, like I said, all those clickbaiters were online. Were trying to act like they were going to get along. I'm like, you're just stealing what I've been doing for years, trying to for making money, because you're a clickbaiter. And then 2 days later, they're all back to normal. You guys are the reason all this stuff is happening. All right, guys, we got to get out of here. I hear the bell ring. And since my voice is like the Godzilla, hopefully it'll be back to normal tomorrow. Until we meet again, peace, love, respect. I am out of here. Godzilla. All right, guys, we'll see you. I'm going 80 on 55-mile-an-hour road. Better watch out. You might get pulled over. State troopers will get you here. Send me a picture. Guys, you have a great day. Thank you in a pinch for your donation yesterday. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same channel, same everywhere. 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. He better slow down and they'll get him. The Georgia State Patrol will get you. I mean, if it was the weekend, you wouldn't have to worry about it. But you guys have a great day. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's see. Damn it.